Are you ready?
Go ahead, start it up, Queen.
I already started filming.
Oops!
This is like the worst opening to a show I've ever seen.
When she hadn't heard.
So,
The first episode day, a dramatic recreation of what I just said. The first episode day was in 1998.
no, we're good.
98.
1998.
1998.
This show's older than you. While we're here, can you look up when Hocus Pocus
Oh yeah.
dropped? I think it was in the 2000s.
Hocus Pocus.
I think that was her.
Sorry. 93. One, I can't.
Good
I'm
to know.
surprised to know it's that old. Two, Hocus Pocus has a 39% Rotten Tomatoes, and that is a
really
felony.
It's really good. That's a felony. Boom, boom, boom.
And that is a
really
felony.
good.
And that is a felony.
You're kidding. You know what's Garbaggio is Hocus Pocus has 39% on Rotten Tomatoes. Sex and the City has 71%. And I watched the first episode of that show.
Okay. Oh, alright. I was gonna say that people that watch Sex and the City,
Yeah.
let's say, at the time that people were probably rating it, are the people that were paying for the service. So there's less people watching it, Sex and the City than Hocus
Yeah.
Pocus.
Yeah.
Anyway, Hocus Pocus is a masterpiece. A
I-
tour de force, if you will.
Yeah,
I can never
Hocus
figure out how to...
Pocus is my love language.
Speaking of love, is not a good transition, everyone. Ba-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Models and mortals.
Old movie stars viewed a flight to fuck when they were young.
Sean Connery. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Too soon.
Wow, we adore him.
Look at those plates.
He's very
That one's
smart.
making me real nervous. Do you see the
Yeah.
camera?
That one's like, look at me.
It's like,
What are you talking
is
about?
that
They
Miranda?
told Miranda.
Miranda, is that
Movie
you?
stars. The year she made Sullivan Scrabbles.
Oh,
Dave,
goodness.
I'd have to go with Sophia Loren.
They do this every time.
Yvette,
I don't know. Charlie Sheen?
Oh,
They
God.
can carry on a decent conversation. And Nick.
Have you
And
ever
eat
considered
without
that?
purging.
what are you saying?
You can't bring around any more of these so-called models, Nick. And then he brought you. So
Exact
obviously
girl.
not a model. In a good way.
At what point should we stop? You want to stop right now?
No.
Modelizers are obsessed not with women.
I
but
love
with
this show
models,
now because
who
they
in most
make up
cities are
things.
safely confined to
Like, it's like,
billboards and
we have a
magazines.
new name for this
But in
thing that
Manhattan,
no one
actually,
does.
what?
Just as beautiful as a model, but I work for a living. I mean, I'm like a model who's taken the high road.
The advantages given to models and to women in general.
I think the
are
point
so
is right that they're all
unfair,
terrible
it makes me
people
wanna
because it's
I sure hope so.
You didn't cut it in this town. What's cute compared
You're
to
literally
supermodels?
dating the same people
There's
who are
nothing
dating
like
models.
raising a
How are
standard
you
of
like, being
models
cute
among
doesn't
4
cut
single
in
women
this
to
town?
spice up
What's
an
single
otherwise dull
cut?
Tuesday night.
You're dating the same people who date like Gigi Hadid.
That 4 beautiful flesh and blood women could be intimidated by some unreal fantasy. Is this really intimidating to any of you?
If models could cause
They're all so
otherwise
thin.
rational
I
individuals
know.
to crumble in the
That's why, that's
Exactly
the thing
how
that drives me
powerful was
crazy
it?
too from like early
There are two types
2000
of guys that
stuff
fall
is they'll be like, I'm here to represent
Either
the
they're
girls
slime
who
balls
like,
that are just out to
who
get laid,
eat and are
or they fall in love
healthy,
with
and then
kids.
there are size like 3. He's
My
singing.
friends think I'm
Oh,
shallow.
yeah.
Sometimes I think they're right. Other times I think, hey, I'm fucking a model.
You really said come here and then showed her porn.
Wait, is it him?
I couldn't
Like, these are his
believe it.
sex tapes?
Do they know about this?
Maybe. Oh, look at that one.
Oh my god.
Off the runway.
So I totally dig your friend Miranda.
What is the deal with this Skippy guy?
Yeah, and did she tell you that we made out? It was
Ugh.
totally hot.
People that kiss and tell. I'm like, alright,
I did.
you crusty
like 100
bucket.
times. You totally won't re-
I believe there is a curse put on the head of anybody who tries to fix up their friends.
He's talking to me.
Samantha Jones was one of the only people I knew who thought that proximity to beauty made her feel more attractive.
If she was writing this in her blog and her friends were reading this, right? Like, it's like, wow,
It reminds
you're a...
me.
Modelizer.
They keep trying to make modelizer.
It with Mr. Big.
Oh my god, Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, I didn't name him Mr. Big until just now.
And this story about men who date models. Any thoughts?
Any thoughts?
So, what have you
Please,
discovered?
sir, your comments for the next Mr. Trump.
Oh my god, stop bringing that
I'm
up.
discovering
Man.
that
People are
others,
describing
I
him as the
think,
next
just
dictator of the
need
United
validation.
States.
And probably
Thoughts?
others. Nah, I never date models. I think they're stupid.
I wondered if there wasn't some kind of physics
Well,
for
you're
beauty.
not like other models.
Maybe two models
Congrats.
repel.
No.
Yeah. Oh, not
Oh, hi,
Skippy.
Skipper. Samantha demanded nothing less than the same consideration given every other model in town.
This feels very much like the tweets, even when they're joking about the girls who are like, feel ugly, gonna go to the gas station.
Interrupting your work, am I?
Oh my god,
Hey, what
Mr.
is
Big.
this?
You just want to be with the one that makes you laugh.
The way he speaks
Oh my god.
reminds me of how I speak when I'm trying to get something. That was episode 2 of season 1.
Yeah.
Sex
Sex
on the setting.
Models and
Mortals. Models and mortals.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, it was a really good,
I was
name
in
for the
my head.
episode.
I was thinking about the fact that this whole episode, she's writing an article about men who date models.
Right.
But basically, in the entire thing revolves around men who have sexual relationships with models. And don't you feel like dating and sexing someone up is different things a lot of the time? Liz?
You have a good point. She didn't make a distinction, right?
Yeah. And the only scene we actually saw of like a date maybe happening was that one scene where it's like, oh, the same people say the same things at dinner, you know, with each model.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was all about like having sex with
Like, God,
it's so
there
bad.
were
it
so
was
many.
so much worse than the first episode.
There were so many creepy things, and the thing is, all of the episodes are gonna be like
Yeah.
this. Like, you know that they're gonna be homophobic and transphobic in certain things.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna get to those episodes.
Yeah.
I just know it. And
Yeah, it was bad.
but yeah, this one was not a good one, right? This, like, the fact that he films the women without
Yeah,
consent.
that
was not
Mr.
great.
Big still being allowed to exist. Also, like,
It's
I
not
have a vendetta. I need to understand why people are assuming those things about him, and therefore he should be at the minimum arrested.
I'm checking my notes. He has not had a TV show yet, and that's the first step in forming a dictatorship.
The whole show should just be called like Sex and the Pick-Me's. Like, it's all hate the men who are horrible, not the women who are just like, yeah, I happen to be thin and pretty. What about it?
One problem that this show has kind of hinted at already is people saying like models aren't real people, right? It's like
Yeah,
we're
I
the
hate
real
that.
women. It's like models are real women
literally
too.
real women.
Like
They
even though they're
exist.
thin, those people are still real women.
Yeah.
Those are still normal, regular women.
Yeah.
Anyway, the men that they're trying to sleep, they're like, oh, these guys only date models. Those guys aren't great. Why do we
Yeah,
care?
Why do we want to date them?
And it's like the models want to lower their bars to date those guys. That's good for
their
them too,
problem,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah. Whatever makes them feel good. I
Yeah.
don't care. Okay, so now we're going to rate the episode. Did you have a scale?
On a scale of like hippo-related animals.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Not ants.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
Going on far too
Sorry.
long.
Sorry.
So the fatter the animal, the better it is?
Yeah.
Okay, the
Sure.
thinner
But
the animal, doesn't this sound
This
bad?
sounds a lot like Switch it up.
Okay, Greek gods. What Greek god do you rate this episode?
I'm gonna choose Zeus.
Okay.
Because Zeus is known for being messy. And this episode was messy as hell. It was all bad. All bad. And the men were absolute trash shoots.
I'm gonna go with the Minotaur, which is not a Greek god, but it's
Yeah.
in mythology, so I'm gonna count it.
Count it.
It's because it feels like I was in a maze trying to get out of this episode.
Ooh.
It was too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, piece up a 10
What is it?
Whoop, 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 whoop.
What did Ariana Grande say? How did
Yeah.
she say? Yeah.
In conclusion, episode trash. Like, we won't.
This show's called Sex in the City. You have to be having sex, otherwise you immediately get transported out of the city. Dionysus. Those are just
You're
some.
wearing your BTS merch and everything. I think I'm
Stand
gonna
BTS.
choose.
Some people are into that pizza wet.
Yeah.